Hi guys, welcome back to Cryptid Chronicles. In today's file, UFOs and extraterrestrials. Let's go. All right, Jim, you were talking earlier about the declassification of some files that I think you said Trump was pushing for. What we got going on with that?
You want to read a tweet?
No, I don't care. I just need information for the thing.
What are we doing here?
Jesus.
With everyone being excited, and it's a fascinating subject, he has released the classifications of the files.
The reclassification?
He's releasing the classification. He's
The
declassifying.
He's declassifying files.
Yes.
So what did it say?
Are they declassified now, or is there to be determined at a later date?
Yeah, they got to
be
finish
determined.
typing them up.
That's right.
They got to discover them, then release
Oh,
them.
yeah,
they
they
have
got
to
to discover.
discover.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
it
because
says-
they got to brainstorm on what they want to put in the paper.
They have to discover what's already back there in the file log.
Yeah.
That
Well, believe me.
now, everything is digital, so all you gotta be like, click, all right, file cabinet 14
Whatever.
Z. It's over
No,
here.
they got to go like this. They got to go highlight, redacted, highlight, redacted. Oh, no, that's not good. We got to redact it.
No. Why would you put that in there?
No, we can't let them know that that's really... I can't let them know it's reptilian species that has been found, because then they'll discover me. Redacted.
That, or they're going, all right, ChatGPT, create me a really good, compelling story of extraterrestrials back in 1952 that happened, and make it look like a declassified CIA file with redacted black lines all over the paper.
Dude, that probably. I could see that. And then that's what they released to the public.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, definitely.
Thanks, ChatGPT. You're so awesome. You make my job easy.
I see. I could see it. It could happen.
Stupid. It's being declassified now. Like, they're going to declassify the files. Obviously, probably some video footage or some shit like that, which now the AI is so pretty decent that all this shit, we're going to be like, oh, whoa, that's fake. Ain't no way. Bullshit. Right. I don't know. It's easy to fake all this shit, and then especially you want to cause problems or stage shit, Project Bluebeam, and all that other stuff. You want to lay the path for that operation. Perfect. All they got to do is release all this stuff, get our brains a little numb to it. Like, yeah, it happens,
So
or
back up a
whatever.
little bit. So go into the Project Blue Beams for the people that don't know.
Operation Bluebeam is what I believe in my brain is where they have technology, like over in overseas in China and all that stuff. China. Where you could walk into like a building or like a museum or whatever, and then they just it looks like fucking a whale just came out of the floor and
Yeah, like the
holograms.
Yeah.
Yes, so you can use that, but projected in the sky.
Mm.
So they're either going to one,
Fancy light show.
an ET invasion, two, the second coming of Christ, one or the other. To cause pandemonium, to cause, unease among the people, to cause riots, to enforce martial law, to basically take all our fucking rights away, and then push it for a new world order. Back what Bush Sr. was talking about, and Reagan, I believe, to push for that and enslave us all more than we already are.
They kind of did that with the pandemic.
I was like, what was that?
Oh, frog in my throat. With the pandemic, because like you had curfews, you weren't, you couldn't go nowhere. You were quarantined.
Oh, that's because they had to change all the batteries in the birds.
Yeah.
Yeah, the birds aren't really birds; they're drones spying on people. That's why you always see them flying. They land on the power lines. They're recharging their battery, and then they fly off.
Dude,
Some don't make it,
That is a good point.
and then they just fall.
I've never thought of that.
You ever see like birds? They're like the birds are just falling out of the sky. Yeah, but they didn't make it to their fucking charge port, and they ran out of battery juice, and they just fell.
Well, maybe not all of them, but some of them.
So they were upgrading. We got the new 5G internet and shit. We got all that stuff, and new power lines, new power, everything. Well, we are always like 10 years behind the government, so they're running on 6 or 7G. So they had to go and they had to change all the infrastructure of the bird charging ports and all this other stuff. So, COVID. I'm just saying.
It's actually pretty clever. Like, I've never thought of that. That's kind of cool.
Makes sense.
All right, so aliens. Have you ever seen alien sighting? Like any,
Me
like,
personally,
like UFOs
Okay,
or
so-
strange things you did and couldn't be like,
so me personally, a UFO is basically an unidentified flying object. Which
Right.
you look in the sky, you're like, is that an airplane? If you do not know, technically that is a UFO
Right.
in your brain. Now, if I look up and I can see a little flashy light, it's like, okay, I know that's a plane. I know it's a helicopter. You can
it's
hear
something.
that coming. I got that. Okay, so one night, I lived in Hayti at the time. We were coming back from Wardell, and it was on country, county road shit, driving. It was a corner of my eye kind of thing, and it caught it. I looked up and I saw a green light just over the top of the car. I wasn't driving. I was shotgun. And I was like, what the fuck was that? So I thought maybe, I just saw shit, my eyesight's going poop or whatever. And then, no, everybody in the car was like, bro, what the hell was that? And it was just a green flash. It went over the top of the car. That's my only actual, what the fuck? Like, I personally saw something.
Yeah.
That was the only thing like that. Other than that, my entire researching and knowledge of any of that has just been online or
Online
in
stuff,
books
yeah.
and stuff like that I read. But that's along the lines of what I know of it.
Yeah.
The fact that the universe is ever expanding and just constantly growing, there has to be other life out there.
Right.
There's no way. No way. Even if there was a creator. Even if there was a creator. Okay, I'm
Elon Musk. Gotcha.
just saying.
No.
We started this, right? So we're creators. We
Yeah.
started this. We started the Wacky Tidings News Show. Went for like 4 episodes maybe. We changed it up. We went to this podcast. We kept going. And then we branched off. We got the WTF Wrestling. We changed the podcast to Cryptid Chronicles. We're doing multiple things.
We're evolving.
So are you telling me that if there is a creator, and he's up there, and now this vastness, the ever expanding universe, and all these balls of bullshit everywhere, he's like, no, I like this one. This is where it's all going to go down at. Just this one. I have billions and billions of other places I could do this at, but I like this little blue ball here. This is my guy. This is where life is going to be. Nowhere else in this entire expanding universe, just here. No. He's going to have fuck-ups. He's gonna have better projects. It's
Right.
or that's what it is. Every other little planet is its own thing. Like you have a planet of dogs, you have a planet of cats, you got a planet of cows, and we are just his little mesh ball. It's like, I'm going to take a couple of these and put here. I'm going to take a couple of these and put here. Let's just see what the fuck happens.
Yeah.
We got a planet of Asians. We got a planet of African Americans. That's technically weird for saying because no, we got a planet of whites, planet of blacks, planet of Asians. Technically, they wouldn't be called Asians. You know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say. They got each planet has its own race that we have here, ethnicity, right? And he's like, let's just put it all together and see what the fuck happens.
Okay.
I like that idea.
Or there's always an or.
It is that aspect that there is multiple planets and multiple ethnicities has its own planet that lived in a star system. Their star died, Superman style. You know what I mean? Like, everything's going to launch him, and he launches him, and he goes to Earth and bullshit or whatever like that. I'm not big into superheroes, so I vaguely know that part.
That's the gist of it.
So, in order to save their race, they send their own Adam and Eve, male, female of the race, to this planet because our star is perfectly fine. We're in the Goldilocks zone to start anew and to prolong the life and shit of those races. So they all come here and then they work together to build what we know today.
Okay, see, I like that. So therefore, like, because we've seen it a minute ago. So like all the stories back in the day of like the Kraken. See, that was the mothership of what do you call them? Octopi?
Octopi.
Yeah. So the Kraken, that was the Adam and Eve of that. And then now we have all these octopus and whatnot. Aliens, right?
Yep.
And how many brains did I say they have?
9.
Nine.
You got 1 central and 8 smalls.
Yeah. Aliens. So the reason why I believe that we haven't really seen anything is because they're already here. They're just in not the form we would think they are. I believe octopus could be octopus, squid, like the aquatic creatures like that. That's like their like recon unit. They've been spying on us for all these years.
I've been watching Residential Alien.
Kind of, yeah.
But not like and then okay, so like I said, the stuff that I read and watch and all that other stuff, like the Anunnaki, and then how our star is a binary system, to where the sun has a sister. So and they orbit each other, and every some odd thousands of years, its sister comes back, which I think they call it they call it Nibiru, or whatever.
Yeah.
Planet X or whatever you want.
Is it Nebula?
Nibiru,
Nibiru.
if you will. And once it comes back, the Anunnaki live on that or whatever, and it's like whatever. But when that comes back, the Anunnaki visit, and then through the years of history, when you go through the different civilizations, they all claim to have gotten knowledge and technology from the gods of the heaven, the Anunnaki. So what if the Anunnaki, they want our planet's resources, right? Mm-hmm. They're capitalists. Check it out. They go like, check it out. Okay, yeah, we want this shit. All right, Fred, you gonna go down there and start getting it? And fuck you. No, that's hard labor. I ain't doing that. All right, well, let's create a race of beings that will harvest it for us, and then we just collect it from them. That's a great idea, man. What are we gonna do? All right, so you see these big hairy things running around? Yeah. All right, grab one of them, and then we'll take part of our DNA. We'll intertwine it just to give them just a little smart, so they know, hey, dig, mine, put in box. Anyway, so they take ape. And they take their reptilian DNA, they intertwine it, and they create the human race, the hairless apes. They create the human race to mine and do all that bullshit. Which is why ape is really our cousin, a really close relative to our species, is because that's what we used to be. And that's where evolution comes in. The Darwin shit. It's like, well, we evolved into these people. Yeah, so no. They took a motherfucker and was like, yeah, get that DNA out, and then we do this, and we put our DNA there, and then, man. And then, go harvest my shit. We'll be back in a couple thousand years. I'm just saying.
Speaking of apes and stuff, it's funny how they can't speak English, right? They have they're pretty much same build as we are, for the most part.
I mean, they
can
be taught.
With a parrot, but a little bitty brain can speak English. And mock
because
you.
they're taught.
They mimic.
Yeah, they mimic. But they're taught, just like ape. Ape is taught
Right, because like you can teach like so like scientists have done it before where they've taught apes how to do
Sign language.
like sign language and other small like solving activities and
Oh, same. Maybe parrots are aliens too,
they're
because they
uh,
easily
bird.
It's a bird.
They
Those
can
are
eat-
surveillance.
Not a parrot.
It's a bird.
I was like, because a parrot, the only words it speaks is what it hears, so it just mimics from what it has been. Or,
There was a. There was a bird.
was it?
It
Big,
wasn't a parrot. I
was
can't.
it a big bird?
It was a big bird.
It was a
It was the
big bird.
best, beautiful bird. Anyway,
It was big and yellow.
it was a bird. There was a bird, and
Was there three little birds?
it was taught English,
Yeah.
and it actually spoke. When, give me just a moment.
Oh. I still like the whole thing to where like no matter what it is, like if you can't explain it, it can always revert back to it's an alien.
Give me a second.
I'm telling you, they live in the water. They fly in the sky.
Birds?
The aliens. They're all over the place.
Oh, I tell you. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, I know you asked Derek if he's seen anything. I have seen something too.
Yeah.
That one night I was at work, I looked at the sky. I'm like, man, that's a big ass star. It was flickering and everything, and all of a sudden, gone. And I tell people about it. I'm like, oh, it was a shooting star. I'm like, it was sitting still. A shooting star is shooting.
Yeah, it
This
falls.
was
like
sitting
shooting star.
there.
You can definitely tell because it's a falling.
I
It
thought it
was
was.
a
I thought it was an
falling
aircraft because it was so close. It was just sitting there, and it just shot.
Yeah. Well,
Gone.
we had that time there too at work where we were on break. Eric, you remember that? And there was those it was three distinctive dots, and it was like right above the look of the buildings across the street, and they were like straight up vertical from each other. But then you come back and like 20 minutes later, one of them would move over to the right or to the left,
I'm
but
telling
the
you.
other two would stay. It was weird.
Talking about surveillance balloons and shit. Okay.
I tell you, like I don't believe in many things, but like aliens is one thing that I could say has to be real.
So there's got to be other living stuff out in the
But I'm
solar
still a firm
system.
believer that aliens aren't what we like the little green men that we see on movies and stuff. I believe it's stuff that's been hidden here this whole time that we mistake. Like we'll be like,
I think that's one form of aliens. What we see in the movies is a form. I don't know about the ET. I'm talking about the big black
yeah,
eyes.
the big
and stuff.
like yeah,
I can see that.
like the Greys and because you got like the Greys, you got the Reptilians. What's the other one? There was the Greys, the Reptilians,
The tall whites.
the tall whites. Yeah, but they have a name, don't they?
That's what everybody
It's-
refers them to.
And like
the
Eric
tall
said,
whites.
each different alien's from a different planet.
Right. Well, I
Star
understand.
system.
Yeah, but like my thing is like how people will be like because we talked about it when we did Bigfoot, like Bigfoot, and well, what if Bigfoot was just an alien?
Yeah, dude. Like honestly, like
Mothman
like
could have
with,
been an alien.
with the an interdimensional being.
Right.
Yeah, we've been talking mermaids. I said mermaids back when we talked about mermaids.
Aquatic. If it is,
Aquatic.
my thing is, if it lives in the damn water and it's like thousands and thousands of meters below sea level, and we still are not discovering everything, it's a fucking alien.
I
So-
always said mermaids were aliens, but
So back on the bird that I was talking about. It
What
is an African gray parrot.
African gray parrot.
Yeah, its name was Alex,
Oh yeah, it's right there on his computer too.
and let's see. In later years, Alex began asking questions that seemed to go beyond learned phrases. One of these was, "What's happening? Where am I going?" And he said that right before he passed away.
Whoa, that's kind of creepy.
I just got chills. Anyway,
Yeah, that'd be a little like the bird's just laying there, just like
what's happening?
what's happening?
Where am I going?
that's horrible.
Where am I going?
But I'm just saying, like
And then he just croaks.
they can animals can be taught. Like he had a vocabulary of over 100 words and could understand concepts like same and different. His abilities were so advanced that Pepperberg described his reasoning as being on a level comparable to dolphins and great apes, and in some ways similar to 5-year-old humans.
Damn, Jim, I'm smarter than you.
No bad.
Say, okay, like you said, dolphins. Dolphins are another one. Like, those are intelligent
Okay,
creatures.
so dolphins are in cahoots, and they're working with the squirrels to overthrow the fucking world.
Aliens, I tell you, aliens. See, we've talked about this before. This was like, we talked about this years ago, about the other concept was where, like, I mean, we've talked about it a couple times too, where everything what we think is real isn't real, and it's just like a simulation of everything. Like, so this simulation's going on now, and then you have another one going and another one going, and then the aliens are the ones just observing every single. Remember when we talked about it? It was the granted, this was like,
I'm listening.
this is like 7 years ago. It was like when I first started working there. Hang on, I'm trying to remember everything, because we talked about how everything we see isn't real, and then in every different scenario, there's something different, and then it's all just a hypnotized thing, like we're in a sleep state.
Matrix.
Yeah. You get what I was getting at.
I got you. So like we. Damn it! I didn't grab a water. Anyway, we the human body like puts out energy. Like, what if we are batteries for, another being, another race of things,
Right.
and like, in order to keep us going and all this, have you seen The Matrix?
No.
We are not friends anymore. Get out of my house.
Long time ago.
What the fuck?
I think I've seen the first one.
That's the one I'm referring to.
I've seen pieces of it, but I haven't watched the whole thing.
Bro, it's Keanu Reeves.
Not only that,
I've seen how they set the cameras up to do it.
it's Mr. Fishburne.
Is that Candyman?
No.
Is that not him?
What the
I don't
hell,
know.
Zach?
I don't know names.
He played the dad in Boys in the Hood.
Yeah, that's Candyman. That's the same dude.
No, it ain't.
Really? I swear it's the same dude.
He looks like, kind of reminds you of Samuel L. Jackson.
No. I'm the wrong guy. I'm thinking he was the
dad?
Final Destination. He's
Yeah,
the caretaker.
that guy's
Yeah.
Candyman.
Okay. I was the wrong movie. My bad. Yes, he's also in Final Destination. He also plays the a dude that works in the morgue.
Why you look at me like that?
I got the wrong movie. My bad.
If I wanted to think, if my brain
Eric, I'm
was a
tired.
different aspect, I'd be like, Jim's a racist.
How?
They all look alike.
No, that's not what they do not. That's another misconception. They do not.
No.
I'm fully aware of that.
See, he's already putting words in my mouth. He's going to try to get me in trouble.
You're
Legal.
going to be canceled.
He reminds you of Morgan Freeman. No.
No one talks like Morgan. I want him on my GPS.
Oh, jeez.
Why? So you fall asleep at the wheel?
Make
All
a
right,
look.
we're getting off topic. Aliens. They are among us.
Shit.
You were talking about the
Oh, the battery.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, say we're a battery. And we're hooked up, and they put imagery into our brains that's our reality that they put forth, and we're just hooked up to their machine, powering their shit.
Gotcha.
No. Anyway,
Gotcha.
I'm just saying.
I'm trying to.
That's basically along the lines of what me and Zach talked about 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we have an inner battery that does run out.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, it's called a heart.
Right. What do you mean?
Well, it's pumped by an electrical system.
The battery is the heart. The heart is the battery. It just. I mean, like your car battery dies. What happens? You go out there and you hook up some electrical shit to it and be like, all right, turn it over. You go flatline. Somebody goes, all right, turn it over.
Doesn't necessarily work that way. I thought if you're flatline, they can't pump. They can't shock you. You have to have. No, you have.
You flatline, they go and try to get the fucking beep beep
I
back.
always thought they couldn't flatline. They couldn't.
Don't ever let
shot.
Jim try to save my life.
Fuck. Seriously.
You have
He's
to
got
have
a heartbeat.
You have
I
to have
got
a,
it, guys.
You have to have a fibrillation in order for the shock.
No, like I thought it was if you go.
You
like,
have
you're-
a defibrillator to create.
because
it
that's what I
shocks your
asked.
heart to get it pumping again.
Because when dad flatlined, I asked him why his pacemaker didn't shock his heart to get it back, and they said once he's flatlined, it's not going to shock.
Oh, that's a pacemaker.
I'm just saying. That's the same damn thing what the paddles are. That's basically a defibrillator.
It's a charge. It's giving you a charge. Just
Meow.
oh, jeez.
So hold on. So
Hey, we get
what does the pacemaker do?
the pacemaker
Sends a jolt, don't it?
It sends little electrical signals, and that tells the heart when to pump.
Creates the heart, makes the heart pump.
Makes the heart beat. Yes. But when the heart wants to stop, it's going to stop no matter what.
So
the pacemaker
therefore,
does.
the pacemaker has no idea on what rhythm to create. So I guess that's the reason why it won't send the little jolt, because you create your natural. I'm guessing. I'm not a scientist. Ask Neil deGrasse. Whatever.
We're getting so off topic.
It pumps. Your body naturally sends the electricity through, I guess, to your heart to make that happen. I don't know. And then when your body's like, I ain't sending no more, and then they got to go, I got you, buddy.
I can't deal with him right now.
Anyways, aliens. So Justin, what do you think about aliens? Oh,
Yeah.
he didn't show up.
Again. Tay the Terrifying.
That's right.
I guess he was just terrified to talk about it. I don't know.
Yes. Maybe the aliens got him. He got
Maybe.
abducted.
They knew. Well, if I don't see him tomorrow,
Oh, he's been abducted.
he's been abducted.
That's the other thing I believe in too. Like,
I don't
Yeah.
believe in abductions.
you don't believe in abductions?
Okay, so
I don't believe in abductions.
years ago, here, my brain,
Yeah.
my thoughts. So years ago, when the Roswell crash happened,
Yeah.
right, and then there was bodies, there was wreckage, and there was a live body. He went and worked with the U.S. government. He helped them develop all this technology that we have today. Just advancements, crazy. Okay, his people was like, you know what? We'll continue to give you this knowledge and this technology under one. I can't think of the word.
Condition.
Condition. Under one condition. We'll sign this little waiver here saying that we will constantly feed you technology and advancements and all this other stuff, but we have to be able to do experiments on people to learn. Like, okay. And that's the reason why you had the cow mutilations and people being abducted, is because you going to tell me that the government ain't going to sign off on that?
I say we did it last.
Ah,
We already know what the government's capable of.
They
when it comes to
sacrifice people. I mean,
scientific research.
and you think about back then, they sacrificed their citizens for war with the draft.
Yeah, so in order to get
So-
advantage in war, I'm just saying.
All right, so Area 51.
It's not what we've been basically told.
Right.
It's a false, it's a front.
Yeah. So my thing is, I believe that it is a military compound.
Yeah.
And that it's not actually extraterrestrial stuff that that's there. It's mainly just military equipment that's being experimented with.
Yeah, that they get from the extraterrestrials that they create at another
No,
base.
There you go. Yeah, I could go with that. Because I don't know, some of them new jets they come out with, and like the helicopters and stuff, some of that stuff pretty super futuristic.
I'm just saying, if you're telling me that we came up with all that on our own, but yet we can't solve hunger and homelessness,
Healthcare.
We can't go to the moon.
I mean, that's bullshit. Unless there's another agenda. But anyway.
There's always an agenda, Eric.
Same thing we try to every day, Pinky. But wait, did you say that you did have an experience with ETs?
Yeah, sighting.
Just the one, or
Yeah, the one at work. I was like, man, that's a big star. It's got a couple of lights on it, and also gone. I'm like, that wasn't a star. I've seen so much. But everybody I tell, they're like, oh, it was a shooting star. I'm like, no, because it was sitting still. A shooting star is constantly going.
Depending.
Dude, it was big.
I'm just saying, depending. It
And I
could
never seen it
it could be
before.
going right towards you, and then something knocked it off its trajectory, knocked
Like,
it
it
elsewhere.
was like gone in a blink. Like it had a little trail behind it. It was so fast. And it was like,
I was just saying, there is a possibility.
this needless. I went back in the building. I didn't stay outside. I tossed that
Did you think they
cigarette.
were going to come
I was
touch your
gone.
butt? Like
No.
what?
No. They gonna come after me.
So
But
you don't want.
I do believe in abductions and like there's like you. That's what causes deja vu and things like that sometimes.
That would be a good one. Deja vu. That would be a thing of abduction.
Causes brain fogginess and like something they give you.
The red pill.
That's the Matrix, Jim.
I'm just saying.
Just in case you didn't know.
I think they abducted me and injected something and took away my damn hair.
Yeah, because that's
And
where
my- and my teeth.
that's where they injected you. That's the only problem you have right now.
Let's make this a bald bastard.
No, because you know what? They be probing, and then it's okay, Jim. We know.
That's all right. Don't be too personal on here now, Zachy.
So you want to talk? Talk encounters or whatever.
Sure.
All right. So
Let's hear some fun
go.
facts. Facts.
we'll go into November in 2004.
So these are actually like people's real sightings.
This is like government
Oh, then it's fake.
shit. In November 2004, off the coast of San Diego, multiple U.S. Navy pilots from the USS Nimitz Strike Group spotted a white object resembling a Tic Tac.
Jim, what were you doing up in the sky? Shut
Maneuvering in ways that defied aerodynamics. It had rapid acceleration, abrupt stops, instant turns, and no visible propulsion. The object was moving in the area for around an hour. The Pentagon officially
Collaborated.
corroborated these sightings in 2020. Commander David Fravor, a primary witness, described the object's physics-defying movement as not like anything I'd ever seen. Do you have any
have that
eyewitness sightings or anything?
I was like, I want to hear some from real people that's not government related. I want to hear their sightings.
We'll go back and forth.
Which, to our viewers, if you have any sightings or little insights, definitely, I want to hear. Because out of everything we've went over on these podcasts, aliens is the one thing that I can get behind. If all the other things are, believable, they're aliens. The Mothman, the Bigfoot, mermaids, aliens.
Like, even if they don't come from other worlds, I could see it being, like I said multiple times, interdimensional beings, to where they come from a different reality, where they come into our existence, or they're like fourth dimensional beings. Have you ever watched like Interstellar?
Refresh my memory. I might have.
Matthew McConaughey goes to space,
No.
save the world.
No.
Anyway, so you got something?
A couple of them here. You want to read you one?
Sure.
Hudson Valley UFO wave.
Yeah, go for it.
Between 1982 and 1986, around 5,000 eyewitnesses reported seeing V-shaped UFOs with multicolored lights flying near the Hudson Valley, just 1 hour north of New York City. The first sighting was made on New Year's Eve, 1982, by a retired police officer in Kent, New York. The former officer initially thought that he was observing an airplane. When the craft passed above his home, he realized that it was moving far too slowly and quietly to be an airplane. While most of the eyewitnesses described a slow-moving V-shaped UFO, other reports said the object appeared to be circular and compatible of moving at fantastic speeds or disappearing altogether. During one sighting, the UFO hovered about 30 feet above the Indian Point nuclear plant. The security supervisor was considering shooting the craft down before it disappeared from sight. Despite eyewitness reports and photographic evidence, the phenomenon was never properly explained.
And this is when?
86.
82 to 86.
So, some people said it was V-shaped. Some people said it was a sphere.
Yeah.
Saucer.
How do you mistake a V and a sphere?
Yeah, some people appeared circular, and other ones said it was V-shaped. I think it was multiple ones.
So,
Well, because if you go nowadays, like, there's a lot of aircraft that is pretty much V-shaped.
yeah, that's what I was going to get at.
Right.
Was that they could have just been U.S. fucking military or
But-
foreign military.
But, like, that technology wouldn't have been around back then.
But the alarming
Like
thing...
86.
Like, yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Like, it's called, like, the night something. It's it's, like, really quiet. It's the weird-looking shaped jet that goes, like, super fast. I can't think of the actual name of it, but it's kind of has that weird kind of triangle shape.
Well, the thing that
It's supposed to be super stealthy.
caught my attention about that article was the fact that it was seen hovered 30 feet over the Indian Point nuclear plant.
That's usually where a lot of people do see UFOs, is somewhere around.
You know, if I was an alien, I'd go where there's radiation.
That's where they get their energy from, probably.
Are you looking it up? What I was talking about?
The Nighthawk.
Nighthawk. I knew it was night something. Yeah, you see kind of how it has like it resembles like the V style shape. To a point, I mean, it's still kind of. To me, it always looked like something Batman would be flying around in.
Okay, so the earliest V-shaped military plane was created in 1942.
No kidding. That could travel like high speeds.
But they said it wasn't traveling at high speeds.
I thought he said it was a. What'd you say?
It said it could exhibit extraordinary speed, but it was flying low and slow, right?
Oh, okay.
And hovering.
You got. Give me a date, people.
That's just weird because I don't think I've ever really heard of a story where it's a V-shaped.
Bitch, a lot of them are V-shaped.
Apparently, because I see them over there, but like every time I've ever heard of like UFO stories, it's always saucer shaped. It either gets saucer shaped or it's just like three little lights in the distance.
Looks like a boomerang.
No, it kind of reminds me of one of those level tools. See, like that. Okay, Jim, that one. Save that picture to that one.
That one?
That kind of reminds me of the like the Nighthawk plane. Because you'd have its wings there on the side, and then the engine would be there on the back side with the thruster.
You also got the Avro Vulcan. That was a 1960s, a jet-powered tailless delta wing, high altitude, which was operated by the Royal Air Force in 1956 until 1984, and that was in the UK. So, like I said, it could be foreign aircraft.
They'd be spying on us. How many other stories, because I think you had a couple stories up there pulled up, how many other stories mentioned the V-shaped description on what you were looking at earlier, Jim?
There's another one, too.
That's fake. Like that, whatever page you were on a minute ago. Because like that other one, what is?
I would say. Saucer shaped.
So you V-shaped, Zach?
Yeah.
You got the Phoenix Lights incident in 1997. You got the Belgium UFO wave from 89 to 90. You got Texas incident in 2008. You got the Russia incident in 97. You got Chicago O'Hare Airport incident in 2006. You got Tinley Park incident in 2004. You get okay. There's a lot.
So it is a lot.
V-shaped
A lot of
incidents.
V-shaped.
Yeah.
Now, does that like how many of the saucer shaped ones do you think? Because like I said, that's mainly all you ever see.
I mean,
Like if you see it in the movies, anytime you
it's
see a
because
fake
we've.
little picture.
That's
it's
because that's what we've been known to associate it with because of back in the 1950s. That's what everybody.
the saucer shaped
Yeah.
looking silver.
I still think some of those buildings are former, if not current.
Like
UFOs.
what is that one? Like because they made it into a thing on Men in Black.
Yeah,
The saucer there and
the one of the buildings was actually
Yeah.
a saucer, flying saucer. It wouldn't surprise me though.
Yeah.
Honestly, think about it.
like okay, here you go. Here's one like so, the Grand Canyon. That was just a giant ass hole that was caused by a UFO crash. The mothership.
The Grand Canyon.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Have you ever seen Star Wars? Did you see some of them battle station massive just
Star Destroyers.
Yeah, I couldn't think of it. My nerd was not nerding today. Like a Star Destroyer crashed into our planet and then made a massive ass crater.
Where would you hide all of that?
The government can hide anything.
That's a big ass building to hide. That's a huge underground bunker.
Could be.
Jeez.
That's where they're all hiding right now. They're underneath us.
Okay, so I like your idea, Zach. But if the Grand Canyon was just a straight thing, I could totally get behind that.
Okay, but like you think of it, like so if once it comes into orbit, like comes in, blasts our thing, and it crashes, it's gonna have explosions, shit's gonna be flying off of it, it's gonna be debris everywhere.
But it wouldn't flow like a river.
You don't know, maybe it did. It get caught on something and turn and
Well, if you want to go that route, then it was, a giant serpent that used to
that was
live on Earth.
That was an alien.
I mean, not if it was here before all of mankind, then technically we'd be the aliens, extraterrestrials.
What if we were them?
I'm just saying.
Well, technically, then we are because we had dinosaurs before us.
Dino DNA.
Just saying. What if they were aliens and they left?
So dinosaurs, where's the proof on dinosaurs?
The fossils.
What? And have you personally grabbed one of these fossils and dated it yourself to
I
make
sure
sure it was
have.
100% truthful?
Oh, you know it.
Because, we don't create false flag anything around here.
I'm just saying. I believe the dinosaurs happened.
I hope so.
I mean, but just... Is it... where's the proof? Like, the
Well,
proof...
like the
So,
Devil's
are
Rock.
are you just asking questions to ask questions, or are you saying you don't believe in?
I'm asking... Bitch, I
Okay.
love T-Rexes. Okay?
Now,
Anyway.
just like think about like the Devil's Rock. I think that's one of the remaining stumps from
The
back when-
Devil's Tower.
whatever you don't talk about. That's one of the remaining truths of how big trees used to be.
We've talked about this,
Yeah,
like,
this was-
multiple...
This was multiple videos ago.
I think they were aliens too.
So
the
dinosaurs.
trees were aliens?
The dinosaurs, you fool.
So dinosaurs are aliens now.
So how'd they get here?
Huh?
How'd they get here?
I don't know. How's anybody get here?
Dude, no. Okay, so like I'm saying though, like he might be onto something. So dinosaurs, right? So like that was the first experiment that they dropped off on this planet. and then they failed miserably, so they wiped the slate clean, and then, the next set of waves would go and like the caveman style, just obviously, so maybe they did survive. So then they're like, all right, we need to make them smarter because they're not lasting long enough. So then they're just like, here's a little more, and then we just keep evolving. I'm telling you, we're just we're one big ass science experiment.
You can get behind all that.
Yeah.
But you can't get behind this person, this alien, whatever being, was like, all right, let's test this out. And runs with this, and then this happens, and it branches off, you get more and multiple people and all that, and they're like, man, this is going stupidly horrible. Fuck it, wipe them out. Dump the water. Wash the slate clean, like you said.
Okay.
And then start over from new. Is that what you're getting behind?
Yeah.
So the Bible, Noah.
But see, the Bible's man-made.
Everything's man-made except the earth.
Exactly.
Everything's man-made. Every knowledge that you have of any extraterrestrial, any dinosaurs, all that is all man-made. Men told you about it.
Right.
Man told you. Everything is told to you by someone else.
But who told him?
Man.
And then before them.
Man.
And then before them.
Man. Unless you go biblical.
I'm not going biblical because,
Then who's to say that the creator, God, is not an extraterrestrial being that goes...
I could get behind that more than I could be like the whole God thing.
That's what I'm saying. God is extraterrestrial. He is the creator. He is an extraterrestrial. He is the all-overseer and created Earth, created his little petri dish, and put all this shit in there to make it happen. And then, like you said, they need to be smarter.
Okay. I could get behind that, yeah. When did I say I wasn't on board with that? I just don't believe I don't believe in religion.
Bible.
I don't believe in religion.
I'm not... Religion has to be...
Like the whole God created all this, blah, blah, blah. Because,
So what if they just got the term wrong?
Yeah, okay, like that's cool. But like my thing is the whole thing, like everything in the Bible, there's no way that's the way it happened.
Why not?
I don't see it.
So like how we talk right now.
Yeah.
Go have a conversation with an 8-year-old that's been on social media.
Okay.
I guarantee you're going to be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Just some of the terminology they use and words is not going to be... Like, say you as an 8-year-old goes and talks to today's 8-year-old.
Yeah.
Totally different.
Totally. Like, you're going to be like, that's rad. And they're going to be like, yeah, it's lit, bro. Getting chat, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? And you're like, who the fuck? What are you saying? So everything that was written in the Bible... It's translated from another language.
Okay.
Hundreds of years after it was written. So they're going by what they think that word means. And they're translating it on what they've come to know as this language. They're taking what they know to translate it into other languages. And so there could be a barrier there. But it's like, well, that's not the real meaning.
And then over the years, it just keeps getting interpreted more and more.
Differently.
And more. Okay, I could get behind. I can see that.
And like, fuck. I don't know. Dinosaurs could technically be in the Bible. You don't know. It could just be a different terminology because that term wasn't coined until what, the 40s or 50s or something like that, or late 1800s.
Possibly.
So I mean, we're talking like 180 or somewhere around there, not 2026. That's 2,000 years of different languages, different terminologies, different words being different things. And I mean, like, back in the 40s, I'm gay. I mean, you're fucking happy.
Yeah.
Now, I'm gay. Oh, congratulations. That's really nice. That's nice. It means something different. So I mean, like, along those lines.
I get what you're saying.
So what if God is the all creator, the extraterrestrial, the big old mothership up there going, let's try it again. There's the ball. In the beginning, God created whatever with his little laser beam and created everything. What if it was just an extraterrestrial? What if it was, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
get what you're saying.
And you can get behind the aliens and all that, but you can't get behind that. I mean, just look at that differently. Don't look at it like you've been told. Oh, Christian, Jesus, all this other. Don't look at it like that. Look at it differently. Look at it like how you want to look at it.
Because my biggest thing was with religion was like for some reason I cannot separate the I guess was it God and Jesus, because we've talked about that to where
they're all one.
Yeah, like
the Holy Trinity.
Because I'm always like so Jesus already was walking like as a person on land and whatnot, but then God was like, "Let there be land," and then there's land. But that's
no. Jesus wasn't on. No.
See, that's what's confusing.
In the beginning,
God
created the earth,
right?
And he created everything on the earth. Then he created Adam. Then he created Eve
with Adam's rib.
Then the serpent got in the garden, tempted Eve. Eve fell to temptation, disobeyed God, and they were banished from the garden forever. And then Adam's seed spread, created humanity basically, and then hundreds and hundreds of years span after that, and then to fulfill prophecy, to fulfill God's word and prophecy, God sent Jesus to earth to Mary. She gave birth to Jesus, and he is the Messiah, and he is fulfilling a prophecy that God spoke, and that Jesus came way later.
See, it's just weird, like especially now that you described it. Every time I hear that, though, that just makes me think of a cult.
I mean, if you look at any religion, it can be thought of as a cult, because what is a cult?
It's a group of followers that believe in one thing.
like if all three of us, like, we believed in, let's just say that the dinosaurs were real and they were our true overlords and blah 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 and all that, that's our cult. Nice. We are the Dinosaurians.
Dinosaurs.
I'm just saying, like, you can look at it as a cult, but Scientology, it's a religion. People call it a cult. It's just a word. Mm. It's whatever label you want to put on it. And my beliefs, I'm sorry. My personal thoughts is, if you want to look at something and call it something, that's on you.
Right.
Now, whether that is what it is or not, that's a different
right.
thing.
Everybody has their own opinions.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, I could say Jim is a weirdo for being Christian.
Yeah.
Being Christian because Baptist. He's in the weird cult of the Christianity cult and all this other stuff, that they horrible people for killing all these people in the name of Jesus and all this other stuff, for all these wars in the name of Jesus for this one guy. And
I love how we get so sidetracked.
Jesus was an alien.
We go.
Anyway. Wow, that spanned like fucking 30 minutes of bullshit. Anyway.
Right. We get going somewhere that we branch off, so that's always...
It's always around the same thing, though. We mean well.
But, okay, back to what I was saying.
Yeah.
If you can get behind aliens, dude, I don't understand. you couldn't get behind the Bible. Just don't... Okay, I will tell you this. Look into the Bible.
Okay.
Look into the stories.
Okay, so I bought that Bible just because you told me I needed to read it. I made it, like, maybe... I think I'm almost to the... Was it Revelations?
That's the very end.
Okay, then I'm not there. Oh, no, what is it? It's like that much of the Bible as far as I've made it.
That's very impressive, because most people don't make it past 10 pages.
I don't understand what half of it means, but yeah.
So So then don't read it. Look up. Don't use ChatGPT because it's government controlled and they just want to, it might be demons and they're trying to push their own technology.
No.
But don't look at it in a form of like that is Christianity, that is the religion, that is Jesus Christ and all this stuff. Look at it in a different aspect. Like look at it as in like God, the creator, when he created the earth, it was an extraterrestrial creating his petri dish, his little alien farm, his ant farm, and that's what we are. And it's an experiment. Look at it that way. And then it'll kind of like, you're like, and then God being the almighty extraterrestrial whatever, and he's like, look at my creations, and they worship me and all that. And then this other alien comes flying by from the nebula and is like, hey, what's going on? Hey man, just look at my creations. They love me, they worship me, and all this other stuff. And he's like, no, the only reason he does that is because you give them everything. No, they'd love me if I didn't do it. No, I'll prove it. Check out this guy. All right, I'm gonna murder all his kids. I'm gonna kill his wife. I'm gonna kill all his crops. Kill all of his animals. Give him diseases, and watch, he'll still worship me. God, why have you forsaken me? Blah blah blah. And all that. See, he loves me still. See, told you, he still loves me. So boom, bitch, in your face.
I think I'm too tired.
And that is an actual Bible story.
No.
Yeah, I remember you and I talked about
that. Is that Job?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Job.
Anyway,
They call it the Book of Job.
sure.
Oh.
But God wanted to prove to Satan. Prove a point. Anyway. ETs.
Yeah, aliens.
So. I'm shaking. The Japanese Airlines cargo pilot, Kinju, yep, that guy, a veteran aviator, observed a strange phenomenon in the skies of Alaska while flying the JAL flight 1628. Alongside his team, he encountered 3 UFOs for nearly 50 minutes. Apart from him and his 2 crew members, the incident was also witnessed by civilians and radar operators, and later investigated by FAA officials. The FAA Division Chief John Callahan confirmed the radar evidence of the encounter and preserved copies of the data. Hey, maybe we'll see that. Anyway, while the case garnered global acclaim, Captain Guy, I can't say his name, was demoted to a desk job for embarrassing the airline, only to be reinstated later. The FAA briefing was officially buried, but Callahan retained evidence, later sharing it publicly as one of the strongest radar-verified UFO cases in history. History. Speaking of history, the Bible, when you go playing.
I like blacked out for a second.
Y'all need to quit making me smile before I break my new camera.
Actual civilian reports.
Yeah, I was like, I want to hear civilian.
I don't. Where'd you look that up?
Just I don't know. Google it. Civilian stories. Something.
You literally had shit pulled up there.
First, the
I swear, this dude, he never comes. People, trust me. There's been we try to do so much effort into these videos. Every week, me and Eric are at least somewhat prepared, depending on who's off. If I'm off,
come
I'm
from
prepared.
somebody that has, for the second week now, has not brought their
Tablet.
Yeah, it's called a tablet. Jim.
So, often dubbed as Britain's Roswell, the Rendlesham Forest incident became one of UK's most famous UFO cases, also garnering acclaim worldwide in late December of 1980. U.S. Air Force personnel stationed at RAF Woodbridge saw strange lights descending into the forest. The officials entered the woods and stumbled upon a metallic glowing object led by Lieutenant Colonel Charles Halt. They witnessed flashing lights, hovering star-like objects, and recorded radiation readings. Halt filed a memo and made a real-time audio recording during their investigation. Now famously known as the Halt tape, the officials also discovered that the radiation levels were 10 times the normal background level during tests.
But it's still government people.
I'm doing government. He's supposed to be doing civilian.
Oh, okay. Well, he's not doing very good.
On October 4th, 1967, residents in the village of Shag Harbor noticed strange orange lights in the sky, in the night sky. 5 teenagers witnessed these lights fluctuating in sequence, suddenly diving at a 45-degree angle toward the water's surface. Surprisingly, the lights didn't sink into the water, but seemed floating on it. A joint Navy, RCMP, Royal Canadian Mounted Police, and Coast Guard underwater search ensued after the residents reported this incident as an air crash. However, the concerned authorities found no trace of a crashed aircraft. The Rescue Coordination Center later confirmed this fact, and the case was referred to as a UFO in the Government of Canada documents. To date, it remains one of Canada's most celebrated UFO cases.
And where did it crash?
Motherfucker.
Well, no. Just land, water.
In the water.
In the water.
Yeah, that's a known thing. Like a lot of the Navy shit that when they're out there, they have the cases. But once again, it's a government.
Octopus.
You don't believe in the government shit.
Octopus.
But they actually have recordings and stuff of craft flying out of the ocean, just like Admiral Byrd.
Yeah.
So what I'm getting at though, but like so that it crashes into the water or it's coming out of the water. That's because it's not crashing.
It's going home.
Yes, it's going home.
It's going to its base.
Yes. That deep, deep part of the ocean that we can't get to, alien headquarters.
All right.
Mic
Shag
drop.
Harbor,
That's what I just did.
Are you not listening?
West. Yeah. I was swung with him upside the head with this damn microphone.
I'm sorry, I'm tired, so get a little slap happy.
I thought I'm doing civilian.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Canadian military was Shag Harbor.
Westall UFO. Ready to hear about this one?
Been ready.
Around 11 a.m. on April 6, 1966, an unexplained flying object flew around Westall High School in Melbourne, Australia. Melbourne. More than 200 students and several teachers watched the UFO as it descended into a nearby field. Eyewitnesses watched the craft hovering around the school for approximately 20 minutes. The object was described as being a gray saucer-shaped object that was about twice the size of a family car. There was no commercial, private, or Royal Australian Air Force planes in the area at the time. It was suggested that a weather balloon may have been responsible for the confusion, but eyewitnesses quickly dismissed the explanation. The Australian skeptics suggested that the object was an experimental military craft similar to the nylon target drogues that were towed by RAAF planes at the time. But the Air Force reported that they were not in airspace at the time of the incidents. Why are you laughing? Distract them over. I know he's over here just like causing a damn earthquake. Lord.
1997. Thousands of residents across Phoenix and other locations across Arizona were baffled when they witnessed a huge V-shaped UFO pass the night sky on March 13, 1997. People from various locations reported seeing the UFO moving silently across the sky. About 2 hours later, the U.S. Air Force dropped military flares in the sky, with rumors stating that this was an attempt to cover up and discredit the UFO incident that occurred earlier in the evening. Former Arizona Governor Symington III later said, "I can say that this craft did not resemble any man-made object I've ever seen, and it was certainly not high-altitude flares because flares don't fly in formation."
And then he got shortly after that got fired. I don't know.
Got another one from 1986. On November 18, 1986, a Japanese Boeing 747 cargo aircraft was followed for nearly an hour by an unidentified flying object. The crew witnessed two objects while flying over eastern Alaska. As the objects got closer to the plane, the cabin was lit up and filled with strange heat. As these two objects flew away, a much larger disc-shaped craft emerged from the darkness and started to follow the 747. The captain contacted Anchorage Air Traffic Control and requested a change of course. The UFO followed the plane despite any of the captain's maneuvers. All of the data, including ground radar that captured the unidentified craft, was collected and presented at the meeting of the FBI and CIA. After reviewing all the material, the government officials decided that it was the first radar recording of a UFO. However, they insisted that the meeting never took place. That's interesting. Surprise, surprise.
Nice.
What do you think of that, Zach? You alive over there?
No.
You got any more?
Alderney. Trying to see what it was. That's so Captain Ray Bowyer was flying a routine 45-minute flight from Southampton, England on April 23, 2007 when he and his passengers saw two UFOs as they approached Alderney. The Jersey Airport Radar Control recorded the two large yellow cigar-shaped objects for over 55 minutes. Another pilot flying a plane near Sark also confirmed the presence and location of these mysterious crafts. BBC Radio also reported that visitors in the hotel in Sark had noticed and inquired that the two bright lights, yellow objects in the sky. During an address to the U.S. National Press Club on November 12, 2007, Captain Boyer said the British Civilian Aviation Authority knew within 20 minutes of the sighting what was seen and described it in a flight log and faxed directly to the relevant CAA office. Despite the pilot's openness and about the incidents, the cooperation and the military, and countless eyewitness reports from passengers and people on the ground at the incident remains a complete mystery. My reading's off today. I don't like reading out loud, so sorry.
It's all good.
I never was good at reading out loud.
Did you say a cigar shape?
They were cigar-shaped, and they were yellow.
That's weird. So I'm just assuming like elongated tube-like.
So we got the Oscar Mayer wieners that they're flying around.
I was thinking some like Austin Powers type shit.
If y'all are into ETs and stuff like that, y'all don't know a lot of the...
No, I've always, like I said, it's just mainly just the saucer shaped.
The saucer and V-shaped, I've heard of those, but never the cigar-shaped deal.
Or the cube.
I've heard of the cube one, yeah.
Yeah. No, I've seen that one. The 4 lights on the bottom of it. Yeah, I want to hear.
This goes... I was going to talk about back in, Nazi Germany with Hitler and his possible ties to ETs. Well, when they think... Back it up a little more. My bad.
There you go.
This is a pretty good lengthy talk here.
Alright, I'm gonna get comfortable then.
All right. Shortly after World War II ended, the United States mounted a huge expedition to Antarctica called Operation High Jump. It wasn't the first time the U.S. went there. As early as 1800, scientific teams from several countries were trying to explore, map, and gain dominion over the last uninhabited continent. But the size of Operation High Jump exceeded all others. More than 4,000 U.S. personnel, plus dozens of aircraft and ships, were part of the expedition, led by Admiral Richard Byrd. Although the mission was intended to last 6 to 9 months, it ended abruptly after just one. Theories is it ended because the contingent was being constantly bombarded by artillery and the men sustained heavy casualties. Byrd was quoted in the Chilean press saying they were met by a new enemy that could fly from pole to pole at an incredible speeds. Though the U.S. would not confirm his information, And what's more, several reports exist of pilots seeing UFOs, flat, disc-like aircraft that chased but never shot at them. They also reported balls of light that followed their planes. The pilots called them Foo Fighters, and these UFOs were supposedly able to shut down their planes' bombing capabilities. Did these UFOs come from the secret Nazi base built in the 30s, bragged by German Grand Admiral Karl Donitz in 1943? Did all the brilliant but twisted scientists involved in Nazi atrocities really hunker down in the frozen desolate of the South Pole to continue inventing new weapons unseen by the world, or to make contact with reptilian extraterrestrials who shared their advanced technology? The official story from the United States regarding Operation High Jump is that only one plane crashed, killing 3 pilots. And it's true, the Nazis did mount their own expeditions to Antarctica in 1938, though they didn't take enough personnel to build much of anything, let alone a technologically advanced base capable of creating UFOs. So why were they there in 1938, and how did the U.S. Army and Navy explain those balls of light so many pilots reported seeing during Operation High Jump? Were they being chased by UFOs, or was it just St. Elmo's fire, perhaps? Listen to the entire report. Let's break down the details of Nazis, UFOs, reptilian overlords, and Admiral Byrd on the theory. My eyes just went blurry for a second. So what do you think?
I think it's, yeah,
Sorry.
for sure.
No, like yeah, whole Hitler in cahoots with the.
That's why he tried to take over the world. He had him back.
I'm just saying because like the stuff that they had on their side was like crazy out of this world. There ain't no way. Like even the shape of some of the Germans
Look like a
Yeah,
traditional flying saucer.
right, like it was weird. Like that. We talked about his train before. Like that's just like I said, out of this world type of stuff. And then like the USS was it the not USSR the oh I'm just so tired I can't even think. It's it was their secret services for like the Nazi army. Oh my gosh. Like I don't got nothing I can't Google. It's a bunch of letters, I know that.
I know the Russians had KGB.
Gestapo?
No.
No.
No, it was a okay, so anyways, I can't think of the name. Sleep brain, I guess, or whatever. But it was a specialized unit in the Nazi, whatever, Hitler regime, where they did a lot of the experiments and just the real hush hush stuff of underground work. What are you even searching?
Nazi German Secret Service.
No, just I'm sorry, I can't think. It's I almost said USSR, but that was the United States.
GCSE. I don't know what
I don't know.
Anyway, what about him, Zach?
But just some of the scientific experiment stuff they were doing was stuff we would have even never thought of, and like the stuff they were trying to cook up was insane. And it was just stuff that would have gave them an edge on us to just totally take over the entire world.
I can also tell that you're extremely tired because
Yeah.
USSR is the Soviet Union.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said. I'm just really tired.
What if the scientists were ETs? And that's why we brought them over here.
And that's why we spared their lives and ridded them of all the war crimes they committed.
Mm-hmm. Makes you wonder.
Could be. God, what is that name? I'm gonna look it up when I get off. When we close this out. That's gonna bug me.
What should I look up?
search up like it's, I don't know, Nazi specialized unit. I don't know, something.
Schutzstaffel.
Yeah, it's the
SHCHUTZ Staffel. SS.
SS. Yeah, that's what it is. It was the SS troops. But yeah, they were into some like really weird behind the scenes stuff.
Special Forces elite units designed to cover operations.
They're operating as mobile killing squads.
Yes. I told you, man, I was tired. I wouldn't have been able to pronounce that even if I was probably fully awake. But, like, see if they have any pictures of some other, that, whatever that, shishitsu, whatever it's called.
Well, there's their
Yeah, no.
uniforms.
You should just look up Hitler's advanced technology.
Yeah.
Well, this is-
Yeah.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Maybe on.
Moving on. Anyway. ETs. I believe in ETs. Zach believes in ETs.
Jim believes in ETs.
Jim believes in ETs. I spoke for Zach because he's about to pass out.
I am.
I'm a firm believer in it.
Yeah. What are all your thoughts on there? Would really appreciate the comments on that. And as always, this is Wacky Tidings reminding all of you,
Stay weird.
Stay wonderful.
stay wacky. Catch you in the next one.